Check this out. 2008 Nissan Rogue. I'm gonna check my tie rod ends. I don't know if you can see it moving. But that's the tie rod end. This way would be a tie rod end. This way would be either a ball joint or a hub bearing. Ball joint, a hub bearing. Right to the left, tie rod end. Either inner or an outer. Best way to do is to look at it, put a visual on it, or go ahead and hold it and see where it's moving at. So we're going to change the tie rod end. So jack it up, support it properly, remove the tire, 21 millimeter for the lug nuts. Nut's got a cotter pin on it, so you need to remove the cotter pin. And the nut is a 17 millimeter. Oops, sorry, the tie rod's a 14 millimeter. That's original, okay? So before you break it loose, the taper, you wanna break your jam nut loose. And this is a 22 millimeter. Put it on there and smack it that way. Just break it loose, okay? Then what we wanna do is go ahead and smack the knuckle with a good sledgehammer you got, and then get that out of there. Okay, here's the tie rod. Pretty loose, huh? All right, I broke the jam nut loose. My tie rod is actually loose on the inner tie rod, so all I gotta do is unthread it. All right, and when you get your new one, match it up. Put some anti-seize inside there and on the threads, and just thread it on there until it hits the jam nut. And then just go ahead and line it back up into the tie rod end hole and put your nut on. You got the idea so far. Go ahead and match the new one up with the old one. Looks pretty good. And then go ahead and put some anti-seize inside the threads and on the thread of the inner tie rod. And go ahead and thread it on there. Okay, bottomed out. Go ahead, just turn it. Should be turning the whole thing. And go ahead and put the tie rod into the hole on the knuckle. Man, get that nut on there. Okay, and go ahead and tighten your nut up, and then go ahead and just snug up your jam nut. Tie rod nut is tight. Go ahead and tighten the jam nut, and that's it. I didn't really do no adjustments on it, turn anything, so it should be pretty close. All right, so go ahead and put your tire on, torque the lug nuts to 100 foot-pounds, and lower the vehicle down to the ground, and you're all set. So hopefully that I helped you out. And if I did, then hopefully you can help me out by subscribing to me. Thanks.